Okay, we're going to some rock shelters by my house. There's a lot of them. There's probably 15 different ones. There's actually a little shelter that some homeless person has either built up with rocks or kind of a little house. So I'll show you guys that if I can find it. Show you some icicles. And whoa, a rabbit. That's a big fat one. Get back with it. Well, here we are at a really cool rock along the way to the shelters and this big holler by my house. This is a really cool rock. It wouldn't take a lot to roll it down the hill. There's the road right there, so it's a big rock. Let's see. Nobody home? Alright. So I bet that's, here's my hand height. Then we got another 3 foot on top of that, so 10 foot tall. Pretty cool though. It's one big rock. I don't see nothing carved on it. I've looked at it before. It's coming off in layers as it gets older. That's not a very good spot to be, I don't think. So we're not going to do a lot over there, ever. But, that's kind of cool. Oh, there is a hole. Woo, something went down my butt crack. There's that limb that's wiggling. Sorry. I bet that's a snake hole. Boy, this sure looks like it's had fire on it. I don't know. There's some old glass. Got a little shine to it like it's old. It's not very thick. Alright. I just wanted to show you this rock and I'll quit gawking at it myself and get on down the road. Wait. More trash. Huh. Well, let's get on top of it before I go. Hopefully don't roll down the hill with me on it. Woohoo! Jumping off the edge. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going on that deal. There's the highway. Well, I forgot to mention, the reason I'm actually out in the woods right now is because it's my first day off the cigarettes. Ooh, look at that thorn. Goodness gracious. First day off the cigarettes. The cigarettes are bad, so I'm chewing and trying to walk it off. Anyway, if I'm grouchy, that's why. Hopefully find some icicles and artifacts. Get back with you. Alright, we're at the first little overhang, shelter, whatever you want to call it. There's actually been a dump built on top of it, so there's some trash in it probably. But it's pretty good size. There's some trash right there. Tires in it. This is only about a half mile from my house. There's a bunch of these. I mean, there's 2 levels. This whole hillside that goes probably a quarter mile that way is just full of them. And the other side of the, go down the valley and up the other side, and there's some over there too. And the lake's that way, about a half mile, and that's where the river used to be. So I don't know if people lived here or not. People with cars lived here, that's for sure. But figured I'd show some of the icicles. Hopefully we find some bigger ones. These might be it. There's some gross stuff here. I doubt there's any artifacts in it, but you never know. There's an artifact. Let's see. There's just so much material around these hills that even if you find it on top, it has to be a flake, or else it's pretty much a no-go, I think. Let's see. I'm going to look around here and I'll get back with you. Alright, here is the second little overhang. It's right next to the other one. About 10 foot away. Connected to it, but we'll see what we got on the surface here. This looks a lot more promising. And this is dry. And it's a lot flatter. That over there is pretty steep and ditchy, but this is pretty decent. There's a nice flat spot there. And they built a road up here, so all this stuff would have been pushed down the hill over time. So there's probably quite a few feet of dirt here that that's covering stuff up. But I'm gonna look around the surface here and see what we can come up with. Right offhand, probably nothing, but I think I've been in these, all of them, but you never know. Like I said, so much material that it all looks like something. Man, I don't know. This is looking pretty decent, actually. I haven't found nothing worked, really, but lots of sharp pieces. Huh. That looks a little suspicious to me. Alright, I'm not going to bore you looking around, but if I find something, I'll turn this thing back on. Alright, I think this is number 3 here. Let's see if I can do this without breaking my neck. Icicles, ha ha ha. Pretty cool. So far, no No signs of life. There's another little one. I guess we could call that number 4. There's a little one up there. I'm above some little ones. We'll just call this number 4. The whole area. It really doesn't overhang, but it looks like it might get some water through there. So maybe one time, some kind of spring or something. I don't know. Looks like there's some bigger ones down here. So. Number 5. You can get below this stuff. This is what I'm looking for, but a little bit of ice. Boom. Sweet. Kind of a cool little view here. Let's see if you can see that. Tree stand. Nobody's in it. Deer season's over, I believe. I'm not wearing a deer hat, so I should be alright. Big, long bluff line buried, partially buried. Whew. Sorry, didn't think I could get up that without running. Alright, now where do I go? Damn it. Here's a nice little shelter. Fence. This is an old fence. I have permission to be out here. So, don't mind the fence. If you do, I don't care. There's a hole. There's a hole. Something's got my leg! Oh my God, something's got it! Yeah, right. Not yet this trip. Alright. Is anybody in here? That'd be a nice hole to scratch out. Scratch it out, scratch it out. This is probably 15-foot little overhang there. Some vines hanging down this thing. Might be kind of interesting to climb up it. Without the eyes, of course. This might have been something. This is a pretty good little spot here. But I've scratched around and never found much of anything. But I've never really dug it, so apparently somebody thought they should dump a freezer or a fridge or something here. Kind of happens in the Ozarks. Well, that's slick. I think I didn't step on that. Alright, I think we need to take a little break. Give a little offering to the gods and the ancestors and the wolves and the birds, and taint the fresh air for a little bit. I'll get back with you. Alright, I'm going to head on. Anyway, I was just sitting here reflecting, looking at this trash right out in front of this beautiful overhang that people have left, and I was just really appreciating everything that our ancestors and everybody that was here before us have actually done for us. They kept it pristine. They didn't ruin it. We have ruined it. I mean, it's not all the way gone, but that's bullshit, really, in my opinion. And I don't always do like a thank you and all that on video. Wow, look at that. That's a flick. But I do appreciate everything, and you know, I know guys like Brooksy and other guys, they do their offerings and thank you for all this, and it's not for the camera. I mean, I know them guys aren't doing it for the camera. They do it when the camera's not on. I do it every time throughout my digs and throughout my walks, and I really do appreciate it, because man, if we lived here for thousands of years, this shit would be gone. So we really should thank the ancestors for doing a hell of a job of keeping this place clean for us. And hopefully some people get the hint and start picking up their trash and stop leaving it out here. Do something with it. Quit buying shit from Walmart that breaks and ends up in the woods. Getting tired of walking by it. Anyway, I'll show you some more pretty stuff and get over that. But just shout out to Brooksy and Devin Wayne for the other day. That was cool, man. Walking fields, and I didn't find much of anything, but I had a blast. You guys showed me quite a bit of how to actually walk and do it right instead of zigzagging everywhere like I normally do. But shout out to Jedi Glenn for getting me out this morning. I watched his video and sitting there trying not to smoke cigarettes, and decided I'm going to follow in his footsteps and head out. Look at that. That's just material, but... And Nerlich, Helgramite, Quincy Point Hunter, Rockhead, Ohio. Man, there's just so many people that are cool. Your guys' videos are awesome to watch. Osage River Fools. That crazy Cajun guy. Man, who else? Damn, there's so many. So many people. I know I'm forgetting really important people. Eagle Eye Joe. Can't wait to see what you come up with this year. Elvis. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Maybe you can do some Elvis moves for us and shake them hips. And anyway, anybody I missed, I'm sorry. I'm just rambling, looking at rocks and walking, but I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. And I'll get back with you when I find I'm going to find that little inhabited place where somebody's built a little shelter. So I'll find that, I'll get back with you. I forgot a few important people. Pestle Man, Alabama Jones, Richard Rockhouse, Johnny Dirt, he's pretty cool, he seems. Man, there's other people. There's a few I remembered. If I remember more, I'll turn this thing back on. Maybe I'll just walk with this, because this is cool right here. A little shaky. That's a pretty decent sized shelter up there, so we'll walk up to it and see what it looks like. I call them shelters, but I guess if they were not inhabited, they were not a shelter. So they're just overhangs until you find rocks of magnitude. This is cool. Be a hell of a deer stand. Sit right here and see. Yep. Cool. See, everything is material in the Ozarks. I'm not even joking. Every damn thing. Gotta have a keen eye like Brother Bear, Keen Eye the Bear. That's a sad movie. Alright, I'll get back with you guys. A couple more shout outs. Roxy Marie and Dan. And East Texas Arrowheads. Richard and Brandy. Here, that's ice falling out of the trees. There's squirrels committing suicide. I'm still trying to find this one that they made a little home out of. I'm having trouble finding it, but I am looking, so I'll get back with you. I have found something of significance. It's not as significant as that right arm that Pa found, which is another shout out to Specs World Mom Pa. Awesome freaking videos. Probably my favorite, but it's not an arm, it's like a little handle to a coffee cup or something, but it's really not too exciting, but gave me a reason to remember that shout out. I'm looking in the creek for stuff, and there's really not much in here besides snow. There's a few spots that are cool, but still haven't found that shelter. I think I started too high and went right past it, so might find it on the way out. See you guys later. Alright, I found it. Must have walked right over top of this thing. Hopefully nobody's in here. See, somebody has been here. Man, this is an old stack. I don't know how long ago this stuff was stacked, but it looks like it's been a long time. I think there's another little hole over here. It's definitely a fourth though. I'll drag this thing out of here maybe. I don't know whether it's worth digging, if they've dug it all the way down or what. Maybe they just picked a spot. This might not be anything old at all in here. Or it could be pretty old. I don't have any clue. No telling around the Ozarks. Whoop. Here's another little room. Here's something. I don't know. It seems too big to be a battery, but it looks like a battery. Some sort of battery. An ancient alien battery. That's what I'm going with. It's the only thing green left, and it's a bug. Looks like a squash bug. It's quite the hole. Maybe some Civil War stuff, maybe. I don't know. I did date some of the shotgun shells that I dug out of Bone Hill, and one was 1880 to 1909, and the other was 1920. One was a Defiance, number 12, made in the USA, and another was an old Winchester. Maybe a Winchester was number 12. Anyway, they're both cool and older than I thought, so. Anyway, that's that thing. But, no idea what to think of it. Whether it's some homeless guy from 5 years ago, or 20 years ago, or stuff from 80 years ago. No idea. Alright, I'm gonna scratch around and head home. Peace out. Cold. Alright, I better get out of here before this camera gets wet. Anyway, boom. Get back with you.